us today, who will today, and let's welcome her with a round of applause. Pooja, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lohit. So, leadership is not just by rank or designation, it is by attitude and competence. So, hello everyone, I'm Pooja, as Lohit said, and my name is Pooja, and I'm an image coach and corporate trainer. So, how much excited you guys are? So, if you are excited, just say yes in the chat box because I need to see some enthusiasm. Yeah, just non-stop. Yeah, I can see. Okay, great. So today we have a very nice session, very great speakers with us. Please support us and please do share your opinions, your feedback continuously with us so we can know like how much you are getting it. If you have any questions, you can park your question at the end of the session so the particular speakers can answer for your questions. So before starting the session, so as we have discussed a lot, but who has joined, the people who has joined just now, just want to know what is the leader in your opinion. So anyone who would like to answer, what is the leader? Anyone?
Yeah, I would like to answer.
Yeah, Bharti.
Leadership becomes a major driving force for people to become an ethical, and for it's a conjugation between technical competence and moral excellence. So ethic lies at the very heart of leadership.
Yes, so many people. Thank you, Bharti, for replying. Amaya says leader who lead from the front. Shreyan said one who can do everything when everyone else is losing their mind. Yes, thank you, guys. So, in order to become a great leader, you need to think like a leader. You need to behave like a leader and you need to act like a leader. So, to become a great leader, you need to become a great coach because whatever position you are, you need to lead people. So, before leading the people, you need to understand and coach the people so that it will be easy for you to lead the people. So, today we have a great speaker with us and very talented, and her name is Kiran Baranwal, and Kiran is a motivational and confidence coach. She helped a lot of people and she trained a lot of people to help and inspire. So I call the Kiran on the stage. Please welcome Kiran with lots of applause. Kiran,
Thank you
please,
so much,
stage
Pooja.
is waiting for you.
Thank you so much, Pooja. It was such a warm welcome. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will be talking about a leader, but the story will be different. The story will be of a coach who became a leader, and my story will revolve around that. Before getting into my story, I would like to ask you all a few questions. Kindly answer them. Which is your favorite sports? Anyone?
Badminton.
Badminton.
Yes,
Okay. Who is the coach of that badminton player? Badminton sports. You know that coach?
I know the players, like my favorite players.
Okay. Okay. Even if you don't know the coach name, just imagine the leaders or the coaches you had in your school. Would you like to call that coach as a leader? Would you consider him like as a leader?
Yeah, are you asking me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if someone trains or coaches, then they can make them better leaders. So I would definitely consider leader first a coach, because I think a better coach can be a better leader also.
Okay.
So ultimately, he solves the problem and then he leads them. So coaching is all about giving solutions and then leading them. So I think, yeah, I resonate with you.
Thank you so much, Sadhna. So today's my story is I will be talking about a coach whom I consider as a leader. Yes, I will be talking about Coach Kabir Khan. Yes, from the very famous movie Chak De. Yes. I hope you all have seen that movie. Thank you, Deepthi, for such that music. For the people who don't know the story or who have not watched the movie, don't worry. I will narrate you the story. So the story goes like this. Coach Kabir Khan, a newly appointed coach to National Indian Women's Hockey Team. He believes in the team and all the players when no one else believed in them. He builds the team, was facing all the cultural, systemic, and financial issues. He makes the team win against the best of the teams, that too World Cup. That too World Cup. And he single-handedly do that without any support with his grit and self-reliance. That is the story of the movie. And now I'll be taking the story in the context of leadership. What I learned from Coach Kabir Khan as a leader, I will be talking about that. Before diving into my traits of his story and his leadership, I would like to take you all an activity, a short activity. That is, I want to ask you all, what as per you is the best quality a leader should possess? Kindly type in your answer into the chat box. I'll see from there. Yes, Pooja is saying a leader should be visionary. Sadhana is saying positive attitude and mindset. Ankurita is saying empowering. Yes, you all guys are right. I totally agree with you all. Yes, guys, that's all. Now I will be talking about the traits which I learned from this leader, the Coach Kabir Khan. So are you guys excited to learn what I learned from him? Are you guys excited? Are you with me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so let's get started with Coach Kabir Khan's story. The first trait I learned from him was a coach or a leader should be visionary. Coach Kabir Khan was a visionary leader. He envisioned to make the impossible the possible. When he became the coach of the Indian women's hockey team, it was not even a team. With a fragmented team, he envisioned to win the World Cup within 3 months, and he wins the World Cup. Even initially, he was not having support of team players. Leave apart the federation. Of course, the federation was supporting only the male members team. At that particular point of time, he believes in his vision that I will win the World Cup. Even he did not have any, at no point of time he had any doubt in his vision. That's what I learned from Coach Kabir Khan, that a leader should be visionary and he should believe in his vision even when no one else believes. Doesn't matter whether you have support from anyone or not, you should believe in your ideas. Converting it into corporate sector, every corporate has a vision and every entrepreneur has a vision. And nowadays, every startup guy have a vision. They believe in their vision and they try to have that vision. And I appreciate those things. So now quickly, let's move over to the next trait which I learned from Coach Kabir Khan. A good leader builds his team for a common objective. When Coach Kabir Khan became the Coach Kabir Khan became the coach of Indian women's hockey team, the team was having 3 issues. First issue was cultural disparity. Every player was coming from a different cultural background. The only point of their similarity was they were playing hockey, but everybody has a different strategy. So how Coach Kabir Khan united this team? The people who have watched this movie, I would like to ask you all, do you remember how the players introduced themselves? Anyone would like to answer the question?
By the name and the country.
By the name. Yes, Uncle.
By the name and their state.
Yes, very correctly said. People were introducing their name followed by their state, like Komal from Haryana, Netra Reddy from Andhra Pradesh. And at that particular point of time, Coach Kabir Khan said to them, I do not hear the names of states. All I hear is one name, India. And tell them that you're playing for India. First, you're playing for your country, India, and then you're playing for your team members. And if something is left in you, even after that, then you're playing for yourself. That is how Coach Kabir Khan overcame this cultural disparity among players and united them with a single objective for playing India. Before moving to the next problem, I would like to ask you, what do you think? What kind of a leader Hitler was? Anyone?
Autocratic.
Okay. Yes. I don't know whether he was a good leader or a bad leader. It's a controversial point, but we all know that he was a dictator. Now you all must be imagining like why I'm bringing Hitler and his dictatorship in the story of Coach Kabir Khan. Just hold it on for moments. You will get to know this. The second problem which the team was facing was rift between the new players and the experienced players. Coach Kabir Khan changed the strategy of the game. He gave the position of senior players, playing position of senior players to the young players. And as everywhere we see that senior players does not like to leave their positions. Even in the corporates, if a young leader, if a young generation guy comes to the senior position or experienced position, it is not liked by the senior players. The same thing happened. It was not liked by the senior players. But Coach Kabir Khan was adamant. He was adamant on his decision. He made all the players, or he gave the punishment to the players when they did not listen to him. He imposed his decisions on the players like a dictator, but for the betterment of the team. And in the end, he won his dictatorship. Sometimes his dictatorship attitude won the World Cup for the team. And that's what I learned from Coach Kabir Khan at that particular moment, that it's not always necessary to be a democratic leader. Sometimes for a larger goal, at some point, you can be a dictator. If you can be a dictator for good reasons. And I learned every time playing the role of democratic leader can lead to paralysis of decision making. So yes, this is what I learned. Now moving over to the third point. But before moving over to the third point, I would like to hold on for a second. Just relax, guys. I know the story is going too much for you, but relax. I just want you to have relaxation for a moment. So kindly, can you come closer to the screen? Come closer, guys. Come closer. Yes, and do some activities. Stretch yourself. Stretch yourself. Yes. Relax now. Okay. It's so cool of you all. Thank you for that. So let's quickly move on to the next trait, which I learned from Coach Kabir Khan. It was a good leader knows the optimization of resources. And kindly focus. I'm using the word optimization of resources and not simply the use of resources. By optimization of resources, I meant a good leader should know where to use, when to use, what to use, and how to use his resources. I'll tell you how Coach Kabir Khan has used his resources. I talked about he changed the strategy. Yes, he changed the strategy for the betterment of resources, for the betterment of the team. He knew which player will play efficiently and on what position. At one point of time, he uses the anger of one of the players to counter the strategy of the opponents and use that to win the match. He uses one of the players, a senior player with whom or who was having a rift with the Coach Khan since from the starting. She was not playing as a team member. She was the most senior player of the team, but he made her to sit outside. He did not allow her to play the matches in the World Cup, but he always believed in her. He always knew that without this player, the team cannot win the World Cup. He made her to play, or he used her directly in the semi-finals. He motivates that player and overcomes all the rift with her, and ask that player to go and play the match for the team. And that player goes to play the match, breaks the strategy of the opponent, and wins the match for her team, and gets united with her team even after such a long gap. That's what I learned from Coach Kabir Khan, that a good leader should always know the optimization of resources. A good leader knows the strength and the weakness of all the team players. I learned how a weakness of a player can be turned into his strength, his or strength. And for me, if the weakness of your team members cannot be turned into strength by a leader, then I feel it is not the problem, or it is not the mistake of a team player, but of a leader, because he needs to have the optimization of resources. Now, coming over to the next point, which I learned from him, a leader or a good leader should know how to sell his vision to all the stakeholders. I'll elaborate on this. As the team was a hockey team, it was not a cricket team in this country. And that too, women's team. The team was not having any sponsors, and the Hockey Federation was never interested in the women's hockey team. As for them, women are meant only for Chakla Belan. They wanted to divert the funds of hockey team, women's hockey team, to the male's hockey team. And they were reluctant to send the team abroad to play into the World Cup. At this particular point of time, Coach Kabir Khan comes up with an idea that let's conduct a match between the women's hockey team and the men's hockey team, and then decide whether they deserve to go abroad to play World Cup or not. Match gets started, and as per everyone's expectations, women players played miserably. They played so miserably that it was sufficient for the association members to call off the match in midway only. One of the association member comes to the Coach Khan and asks him, like, your team has shown all the abilities they wanted to showcase. Now let's call off the match. What is left now? That particular point of time, Coach Kabir Khan takes a stand for his team and tells match is not still over. Let it get over. And in the second half, the women players makes a comeback. They played very well, and they play with so passionate that at one point of time, even the male members were thinking that they won't, like, what if they loses the match? And in fact, the match was going so close by that they could have won the match. But unfortunately, the match ended up in the defeat of the women's team. But what happened in the last of the match is what Coach Kabir Khan was waiting for. In the last, the male members or the men's hockey team all came up together, and they gave a salute with their hockey sticks to the women's hockey team. And at that particular point of time, Coach Kabir Khan has sold his vision to both the stakeholders, the internal as well as the external stakeholders. External, the association members, Coach Kabir Khan told them that, yes, now see, my team deserves to go to play the World Cup. And to internal stakeholders, the women's hockey team, he told to them, he gave the confidence that why you need to go to win, why you need to win the World Cup. You have the capacities and capabilities in you. You are confident enough now. That is what I learned from Coach Kabir Khan, to stand for your team when no one else do, to give the confidence to your team at the toughest time, and to come up with an idea which no one can come up. In the corporate world too, sometimes we faces the situation and no one believes in our team. That particular point of time, I feel a leader should come up with such ideas where you can believe in your team, and in fact, you can make your team to believe in themselves. Now moving over to my last point, which I learned from Coach Kabir Khan, is perseverance. Perseverance means a leader does not give up until he succeeds. Coach Kabir Khan never gave up. He never gave up. when no one else was believing in the women's hockey team. He never gave up when even the federation does not want to have a coach for the team, for the women's team. He did not give up even when the whole team was standing against him because he made them to train hard and every player was bleeding and they thought that he is torturing us and they wanted him to resign. At that particular point also, Coach Kabir Khan did not give up and he turned up this opportunity for himself to unite the team. Coach Kabir Khan did not give up when the team lost the match against men's hockey team. He did not give up when the team lost miserably the very first match of the World Cup with a margin of 7-0. And within a minute, the opponent team scored the goal. But he did not lose hope. He did not give up. He did not give up when his team was succeeding in every match. And he did not stop when the team won the World Cup. After winning the World Cup, he went to his next goal. And what was his next goal? Can anyone tell me? Anyone, if I have watched a movie, can anyone tell me what was his next goal? We know. Okay, don't worry, I'll tell you. It generally happens that when we win, we think the story is over. No, the story was not over for Coach Kabir Khan. His next goal was to take back his pride. Pride he lost 7 years back. 7 years back, Coach Kabir Khan was the captain of males hockey team, and he lost the match against Pakistan. And losing a match against Pakistan in a country like India, we all know what it means. The same thing happened with Coach Kabir Khan. When he was a captain, he lost the match and everybody called him as a traitor and said him, go back to Pakistan. Your place is there only. His own people threw him out of his home. After winning the match, after winning the World Cup, he takes back his mom to his home. He went back to take back his pride. Before 7 years, when he was captain, he had a vision of winning the match for his country. But that time as a captain, he was thinking that. After 7 years, when he became a coach, that time also he had a vision of winning the match for his country. I learned from Coach Kabir Khan that your roles may change, but your vision should not change. As a captain also, he was having a vision of winning for his country. And as a coach also, he was having a vision for his country. Taking this point in the corporate sector, doesn't matter what your position is, what your role is, even if it changes, if you have that leadership quality in you, then you will think about the larger vision. You will not think about the positions you are having. You will think about the coaching mindset you should have for that larger vision. All these are the traits which I learned from Coach Kabir Khan. And from his journey, I learned that for a leader, success is not a destination, but a journey which keeps going on. And I'll summarize these points into the corporate sector by these lines. Every day in our organizations, we find situations wherein team is not looking at a common objective and working in silos for individual objectives. That is when we need to be Kabir Khan and get everyone on the same page to work for a common objective. Coming over to the next point, like optimization of resources. There are times when we have certain resources in abundance and some in scarcity. During those times, as a leader like Kabir Khan, we need optimization of each resources in our corporate sector too. How to sell your ideas or your vision to the stakeholders in the corporate world. So at times we see that people do not buy into our ideas. Decision makers don't like to attribute resources on our concepts or projects. That's when, as a leader like Kabir Khan, we need to be able to believe in our vision and sell it to the decision makers. And the last point, perseverance. It goes without saying that giving up specifically in a corporate setup is never an option, not an option for a leader. Leaders try. They try, improvise, then again try, then again improvise until they achieve what they set up. set out, because at stake is not only their dream, but also the reputation and respect for their capability as a leader. That's all what I have to say about Coach Kabir Khan and his story. And that's what I want you to take up and want you to take these traits in the corporate world. That's all from my side. I hope you have resonated with my story and got some learnings from me. Thank you all.
Amazing.
Amazing. Thank you, Kiran. Thank you for giving a great insight, and we have learned a lot. So, if I'll sum up the Kiran's point, so I would like to say that if you are in the leadership position, whatever work you are doing, either you are a professional, either you are in the corporate position, either you are running your own company, or maybe in your personal life, you need to work as a coach. So a coach is that person who motivate, inspire, and enhance the quality of their coaches and help them to make a difference. That Kiran wanted to say that as example of the Kabir Khan. So I'll take you back in the history little and just do your brainstorming and just tell me the one coach name who has created a golden era of the India, who united the India when India was divided into small states or riyasat, you can say that. And he has a dream to make a India a united nation. And his coachings or his coaching era, he created two or three great leaders who created united India. Not only that, on that era India was a golden bird. Can anyone knows who was that coach?
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, I guess. Am I right?
Sadhana, no, not really.
Chanakya?
Because, yeah, actually.
Chanakya.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Acharya Chanakya and he has created the three leaders, the Chandragupta Maurya, Samrat Ashoka, and Bimbisar. The three great leaders who created India as a united nation. Not only India, the India was, he created his borders. Means it was very great expansion they did on that era. So, on this positive note, let's welcome to our second speaker, and she is a Deepthi Pai. She is a HR personnel and a executive coach. She has trained so many people and inspired by her coaching. So, let's welcome Deepthi on the stage with a round of applause. Welcome, Deepthi.
Thank you, Pooja. Kiran, it was an amazing story. I could imagine Chak De once again completely. So can we all shout out to Kiran as Chak De in one tone, please?
Chak De, Kiran.
Chak De.
Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3, go.
Chak De, Kiran.
Chak De India.
Thank you, guys. From Kiran's story, we can understand a leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way as well. So building talent, it becomes an essential leadership competency. Leaders who consistently coach their team members help their organization grow at extraordinary levels. And leaders who don't, well, they miss out on great opportunities. But it's harder than we might think. Can anyone tell me what are the real danger in a leadership coaching?
Not respecting others and not developing a teamwork. Not developing.
Okay.
team.
How to coach?
That's right. So the real danger is there because we always think that leaders know how to coach. The truth is, coaching is much more delivering than a great performance reviews. It involves a high specific skill set. It can transform the employee's capacity to produce, support their career aspirations, and they'll prepare it to the next level. Isn't that extremely powerful? In today's Speak Up, we'll discuss on coaching skills that can make you stronger, more effective leader by gaining insights to overcome the most common coaching challenges. My name is Deepthi. I'm an L&D consultant and an executive coach. With over 14 years of experience in learning industry, I've seen the direct impact of leader coaching, and there is nothing quite like it. At some point in our lives, we have been on the team that has a coach. Just like Kiran mentioned in the hockey team, we might be in baseball, hockey, swimming, whatever it might be. The concept of coaching is generally understood over there. But things get a little fuzzy when it comes to business environment, when we try to differentiate between coaching, mentoring, and training. So can someone give me a difference between these three?
So I think if on the basis of listening and speaking, I can differentiate.
Yes,
Like if we talk about trainer, so he must be like 50% listener and 50% speaker. And when it comes to coaching, it's only 20% speaking and 80% at least listening. Because coach needs to listen to understand more.
Yep.
And mentorship again, yeah. No, trainer I had told. A trainer should be like, I think 70% because he has to give training and all. Yeah. But and the other was like 50-50, you can say. But a coach has to be 20% only speaking and 80% he has that, intention of listening.
Thank you, Sujata. So just putting it that into summarizing it. So training is all about skill-specific learning. Mentoring involves high-level support and advice based on the previous experience. Coaching can be both of this rolled into one with more strategic slant. It's your ability to make other people more successful, helping them identify and eliminate roadblocks in their careers. Before we further define leadership coaching, let's review some components of coaching for leaders. I'm just sharing my screen. Let me know once you can see this. Hope you can see it.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So these are the components of coaching for leaders. So coaching is, let me stop share so that we can talk. So first of all, coaching is focused on both short-term and long-term. Performance improvement coaching involves helping employees become more effective in their current job right now. So maybe a skill gap or something. So it will be a short-term, what we can say. And if you're guiding them through the long-term, then you have to work on their career aspirations as well. Second thing, coaching is not a relationship. It's a relationship, not an event. Instead of framing it as a calendar commitment, like blocking every Tuesday and talking to your coach, great leaders think of coaching as ongoing and interactive session. It's a continuous process based on honesty and trust. Third, coaching can be formal or informal. So you don't have to actually go and regularize these coaching meetings, one-on-one meetings. It can be over a coffee, it can be in a breakout room, or just when you're standing outside a meeting room. So it can be informal too. So make sure you talk to your coaches. Fourth, coaching isn't about providing all the answers. So you really don't have to know everything that you have to provide solutions for. Fifth, coaching isn't the right solution for every situation. So we have almost learned that if coaching doesn't work, try on mentoring. So you should know the discriminant to know the coaching is right approach or not. So the last point is being non-judgmental. So what do you think is being non-judgmental means? Anybody?
Non-judgmental means without any judging, without judging any other person and accepting the person as that person is, or be empathic, having empathy.
Yeah.
You
Actually,
are not having any preconceived notion about someone, when you look at them.
Yes.
Or
so, yeah, that's correct. So being non-judgmental means we allow ourselves to be with the coaches, his thinking, his experience, and his journey, rather than being stuck in our reactions to that thinking and our experience. Our role is to facilitate the thinking and self-insight our coaches. We ask questions to gain clarification, to open up possibilities. We listen and observe up verbal and non-verbal clues, whichever is there in the realistic world. So how do you think we can listen without judging? Any coaches here who have experienced in listening without judging?
It is more about, as you said, it's more about
it's
listening,
mandatory.
and it's more about observations, right?
Okay.
So for example, if you are mentoring somebody, right, you observe what are their strengths, and what are the things they need to work on, maybe weakness or something they need to work on, right? So you observe, and based on your experience, you guide them. Okay, this is something you can work on it. And instead of, I'll say, hand holding, right? Always believe in self feeding approach. You can always give them some small tasks based on which they can struggle and they can success, right? So yeah.
You're indeed a great coach, Ranjan. So listening without judging, do you think it's an easy task?
Absolutely not.
Yes, it takes a lot of practice, maybe, but it's an important skill for us. Do you think we are intentionally judgmental?
No.
No, it's a natural instinct. I mean, we already have pre-notions set in us, so we want the world to be like this. We want some people to be like this. So it's already set in our minds. We are not pre-judgmental on anything. This isn't easy, and it takes a lot of practice. So don't give up on it if you want to be a coach. Using active listening skills. So the next point would be active listening. So here is a quiz that comes in. You can use your notepad. I won't repeat the question. So make sure you can use anything you want to do. Shall I start?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretend that you're a bus driver. The job is to drive to the main street bus stop. One day, a lady wearing a red sari gets into the bus and starts to count. At the first stop, 5 people get on the bus. At the next stop, 3 people get on and 2 people get off. At the next stop, 2 people get off the bus. The next stop, 3 people get on and 1 person gets off the bus. Okay? How's the question?
Really maths.
Are you ready with your answer if I ask a question?
We will try.
Try.
Okay, if anybody knows this quiz, please, I'll ask you to hold on. We'll ask for the rest of the participants. What color are the eyes of the bus driver?
Did you mention the eyes?
You didn't mention.
Eye color? You didn't mention.
You
Eyes,
mentioned the color of the sari.
I had listened
googly
actively.
question.
It's an active listening.
Yeah. I listened quite actively, so I can answer this. But when you allow me to.
Okay, Coach BR, wait, we'll listen to some other answers. Anybody else who knows the answer?
Black eyes.
Okay, that's a guess, I guess, Kiran.
It's a guess because we have black eyes. I have black eyes.
Okay, Coach BR, I think I'll go for your answer now.
You had said pretend that you are the bus driver. So my eyes color with the color of the bus driver's eye color.
That's right. So the question started with pretend that you are a bus driver. So what did we do here?
Kiran's answer was also right by guess also.
Still listening.
We try to listen.
We only half listened. We started imagining things. We were working on responding to my question. So if you're unclear of something, wait till the speaker pauses. I know this was a long question and there was a lot of calculations. I think Sujata was doing some calculations as well.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on. We can consider our own flaws. We should first check on our own flaws also. It's easy to judge other people when you think they are making the wrong choice. No one makes right decision all the time. We need to be more empathetic, like Kiran mentioned. The person's situation, just remember that everyone's experiences and journey are different. So here we are around 40 people. Each one have our own stories, experiences, and journey. So if I start telling stories from each one of you, it'll be a different one. So make sure you at least be empathetic to their situations at that time. What can we do to be less judgmental?
Again, have empathy with them.
Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead. We can embrace positive thinking because a negative mindset can lead to judgmental thinking. So make sure that you have something positive when you meet your coachee. Try to see positive aspects in every situation. Separate individuals' actions from their personality. A person might have stolen a lunchbox from someone. Don't judge on that one particular moment and think that he's a wrong person. There might be a lot of good traits in him. Might be that time he was bad because might be he didn't have food from the last 2 days. That's the reason he would have stolen the lunchbox. Notice when you're judging. This is the main step that you'll have to do. Whenever you think you're judging, stop yourself, calm down your thoughts, challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is it really your business to judge the other person, or you're here to only coach? Put yourself in someone's shoes. So, like I said, we have our own stories. Try to stand in their shoes and see, does it really fit you? If not, try to at least understand their situation and be empathetic to them. Broadening your horizons. What does this mean?
I think it means come out of your comfort zone, I think.
You can have a lot of curiosity. Curiosity is the right opposite of what you're doing as a judgment. So the more curious you are with your coachee, the more you'll understand about him. Keeping an open mind. Challenge assumptions before making decision about a particular person or group. So leadership coaching requires a significant commitment of time and energy. So the question here is it really worth? We are spending so much time, so much energy, and so much to learn about coaching and everything. Do you think it is really worth of it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it is. If coaching didn't produce concrete advantages to companies, they wouldn't even bother for putting in a coaching culture. I will put my key pointers in the chat box for you to copy down because I didn't share the presentation. And if any questions, please put forth to me in the chat box as well. Thank you for your patience, and I hand over it to Pooja.
Thank you, Deepthi, for a mind-blowing session. So we have learned a lot from this session. So if I sum up the Deepti's points, so we have to be become a great coach. We need to be a non-judgmental. We have to become a great active listener, and we have to empathize with our coaches or maybe our employees. So let's do an exercise, or let's find out how much you have learned. So 5 takeaways till now, till yet, whatever you have learned. Just tell me, who is going to tell me 5 takeaways till the session? Anyone who would like to share? Or you can share in chat box also. Okay.
So a few things, Ranjan, here. Number one, I believe that be a mentor, right? When you are playing that mentor role, I think pretty much you are covering the coachee, coach, in fact, the trainer, the observer, the listener. So all abilities I find in a mentor, because if somebody is really mentoring you, they are definitely playing all the sides of the role. Number one. Number two, like Kiran was earlier mentioned about, right? Don't give up. Have your dream, have your vision, and you act towards your vision, right? The third thing is, right, as Deepthi mentioned, right? So you always, whatever the situation, you can always challenge yourself before getting judgmental, rather than you think about whatever the conclusion you are coming, is it right or wrong, or if required, you can have more brainstorming or think through it, right? Again, you can put your opinions or views rather than being judgmental and giving the verdict and conclusion, right? People never accept that in the corporate world. Okay, and the most important point I always believe, like, right, being a leader and to make sure to coach your people or to make them learn, it cannot be forcefully. You have to be in their shoes and be empathetical and be curious like a child to learn more, so that you can help people more. So those are my key points. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ranjan, for giving your takeaways. And other people like Vinny, Jyoti, thank you so much. So I hope you guys are enjoying the session. Say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
great.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
excited
yes, madam.
to meet a next speaker?
Enjoying, ma'am.
Yeah.
Great. So say yes if you want to meet our next speaker. Otherwise, he won't come.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
great.
yes.
Great, great,
Yes.
great. So let's welcome our next speaker, Suresh Mohapatra sir. And he is a great speaker as well as he's an entrepreneur and a leadership coach. And I would like to welcome Suresh sir. Please come on the stage. Please have a round of applause for him.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
सुरेश सर आ जाइए.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू सो मच. ये मेरा कौशिक जी का एक चीज याद आता है, come closer, come closer, come closer. He when he tells that come closer, he counts the scars. Am I right? Am I rightly collecting? How many scars are there? Count the scars. But today I am discovering a lot of stars. Each one of you, is a mega star sitting over here in the coaching community and in the audience too. It's a pleasure that my sister-in-law Sumita Das is also joining over here. My son Amlan Mohapatra is here in the crowd, and one my friend Amiya Misra is there in the audience. I welcome each one of you to this great session, and I'm really enamored, and my sincere gratitude to Indian Leadership Academy to give me this platform for this program. So I'm coming to the great topic. It is indeed a great topic. The leadership, elevate leadership with coaching mindset. See, before coming to the topic, just yesterday, we have celebrated the International Youth Day. You are aware?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is Swami Vivekananda was a great leader indeed. World-class leader India has produced. India has produced many world-class leader, So the Swami Vivekananda is on the top. And he's one of the saying, take risk in life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. So a leader is always leads. That is why he is a leader. And since you are all having Deepthi ji, can we just play one that song, please, for 30 seconds?
Sure, Suresh. Listen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Deepthi ji. See, who elevates the leader at the end of the session, that will be the takeaway thing. Yeah. So with this, I am coming to, you all are ready. Some of you are having this, your, chat box is there open for all. And you are having the, notepad or pen with you. Don't hesitate to write, because unless you become interactive, you will have to emerge in the session. You have to, amalgamate with the session, participate with the session. How many of you think that you are leader? You can put it in the chat box, or you can, write down your notepad. And how many of you are feeling that they're follower? How many of you are already in the leadership? And how many of you are aspirant to be in the leadership? Does leadership gives you power? If yes, then what power? Personal power or the power of position? Hope I am communicating with you. With this answer, keep ready, writing with you. Better not in the chat box, so kal chala jayega session ka baad. If you write down in a piece of paper in your notebook, it will be there. So particularly, leaders are available everywhere. And in a community, in a family, in a society, in our country, in our state, everywhere leaders are there. But here, particularly in these sessions, we are committed, to discuss about the business leaders. I am thankful to Deepthi ji. She has elaborated John Maxwell's definition of leadership. He knows, shows, and goes the way. That's he has already told. But these corporate leaders are leader. They are nothing. Corporates are nothing. What else I am saying? Corporate leaders are nothing. Yes, they are something. They are something with a combination of people. They are surrounded by people, and they get their work done by the people, of the people, and for the people. If this concept is there with the leadership, and definitely that leadership will grow constantly. There will be growth of the organization, the people, the people under him and he himself. So what does coaching do? Particularly when we are talking of the coaching mindset of leader, coaching kya kar raha hai? Can you believe that coaching calms the mind and cools and controls your soul? Conceal the heart. It conceals the heart with sandalwood paste. Arrest the cardiac erythema. Dear coaches, cardiac erythema is the irregular heartbeat. It may be bradycardia, that is slowing down the heartbeat, or tachycardia, that is increases the heartbeat. So that is what coaching is. How powerful it is. As the session will proceed, session will go ahead, will come to know that. So particularly a stable leader can give a straight umbrella to his employee. And a stable leader is other way known as an able leader. An able leader coaches the people and led to reach high performance. This is the one quality that a able leader distinguishes from others, from other leaders. Can any one of you tell that what are the quality by which an able leader distinguishes him from others? You can put it in the chat box, or you can tell me on unmute and tell at least one characteristic of the able leader.
So one is lead by example.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you so much. Ranjanji, 1 point. Yeah, thank you so much. Let us give privilege to others.
Always take the initiative.
Yeah, initiative. Yes, anyone?
Emotionally strong, balanced.
Thank you, Sujat. Thank you very much.
Take risk.
Yeah, risk taking. Amaya, thank you very much. Yes.
Encourages strategic thinking, sir.
Yes, Jyoti ji, kya bol rahe hain?
Encourages strategic thinking.
Encourages
Yes,
strategic
for the
thinking. That's
organization.
great. That's great.
Sir, he can able to take risk.
Yeah, I mean, coaching mindset leader always distinguishes himself because of his personal power, not his positional power. I am connecting to a political scenario that is of Mahatma Gandhi was personal power, not like other gentleman who is proud of that I am son so and so. That is by position he shows the power. The second quality which distinguishes the leader from others, that is influence. How is influencing to the people. Third quality is progressively advancing. 10%, 20%, 30%, the growth is incurring, progressively advancing. And the fourth point is community leadership. मैं एक लीडर हूं, मेरा 5 चमचा है, 10 फॉलोअर है, 15 फॉलोअर नहीं, एंटायर कम्युनिटी के लिए मैं लीडर हूं, देश के लिए लीडर हूं, I am having this world के लिए लीडर हूं. This is a bigger arena. And last but not least, the common purpose. अब कोई भी एम्प्लॉई को पकड़ के नहीं रख पाओगे जब तक कॉमन पर्पस नहीं रहेगा, एम्प्लॉई, एम्प्लॉयर एंड द लीडर. तो अगर ये 5 क्वालिटी is there with a leader, he can distinguish us from others, from the crowd. Yeah. So this business leader today, the coaching, why coaching, coaching may be adapted where? कहाँ पे coaching देना पड़ेगा, leadership to the leader who is, coaching mindset? Because you see the business arena is now going in a very tougher competition. competition and challenges, and every day it is being added in arithmetic progression. Like pandemic is one of them. You know, when this Make in India, new companies are coming, new products are coming, you know, new challenges are coming. So these challenges, coaching is very much needed, you know, to tame your employee, to tune with your organization. Another thing is a lack of self-awareness. Many people are joining as the employee, unka self-awareness nahi hai. There you need the coaching to influence upward, to upscale them. And particularly the leaders who have little experience in the new organization, they have come from other organization and joined with you, they need coaching. And new promoted managers, they also need. High potential employee who need to refine skills to prepare for the future career and opportunities. So these are the area. Do you think coaching is needed or not, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Coaching is very much needed. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And each one of you is a coach. Do you know that? Sometime अपने business leader को छोड़ो, इन्हें अपने आप भी एक coach हो. कभी ना कभी you are coaching to your kids, you are coaching to your students, you are coaching to your employee, you are coaching. So coaching is very much needed, and a business coaching is different from other coaching we are doing. So will be entering to that. Yeah. Then open to change. Who will change? Who is open to change and willing to experiment with ideas? एक new idea एक coach दे रहा है उनको. He has to implement that, and that has to be reflected in his knowledge, and that has to be reflected in his work. And particularly this coaching mindset leader don't go by the feedback. They go by feed forward. They are visionary leaders. They look beyond years, beyond months. मेरा corporate को मैं कहाँ से कहाँ लेके जाऊँ? Where shall I take my corporate? That is always in his mind. That is why these coaching mindset leader are very much needed in the industry for the growth and development of the employee. I mean the employer or the corporate. Can anybody share that how many types of leaders are there in the business industry? How many types of leaders are there? Anyone?
8, sir.
Sorry?
Personal
leader, yes. Right.
Business oriented.
Task
Business
oriented.
leader.
Finance, marketing.
Informational, sir.
Finance leader, marketing leader.
So yeah. I think they are for all the departments they have.
Business leader, how many times? You all of are correct in your own deliberation, but the business leaders are of 5 types.
Okay.
So what are the 5 types leader that we will be discussing? See, one type of leader, of course, those leaders are being extinct now. That Kiranji was telling something about that. Authoritarian leadership.
Authority.
Another is a participative leadership. One more type of leadership is the delegative leadership. Then the 4th one is a transactional leadership. Then transformational leadership. But more prevalently, the last 2 types of leadership, they occupies the pivotal place in this industry now. Transactional leadership and transformational leadership. See friends, this transactional leadership, what they do? Can anybody tell that transactional leadership kya karte hain?
So basically they get the work done.
Empowering them.
No, transactional is like pretty much, I think like what's in for a day and how to get that done. They always believe in a particular transaction.
Yeah, Ranjanji, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jyoti ma'am डाले हैं transformational, charismatic, autocratic. You can add so many type of there. But the business world summarizes the 5 I told it to you. It is n numbers of there. Yeah, Barik ji, you are telling of that. Particularly yes, the point I am agreeing with you. But this transactional leaderships today in the today marketing scenario, they want 2 things. मेरे को कुछ नहीं सुनने का है. Get the work done. You do the work by hook or by crook. मेरे को नंबर से मतलब है. तो ट्रांजैक्शन तो हो जाता है. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, but the transaction will not take place beyond the 1 year, 2 year. Then shortfall will come. Then people will leave. People will make a bad mouthing. The leader will be banned. The organization will be bad name. The reputation will go, and people will not join in the organization.
Then Suresh sir, that means this kind of leadership, they have a short-term goals.
Yeah, they have short-term goal, but the short-term goal after the transaction is over. See, it will be industry specific. They deliver the number by hook or by crook. When a person, your employee becoming a crook, he is doing some sort of illegitimate of work. Illegitimate of work means something is spending from his pocket. When it is hitting to the pocket, definitely he is losing. So definitely he will not continue. Very simple as that. Transaction to ho gaya, but the employee will not continue. When the employee will not continue, it is a loss to the organization, loss to the leader, and a loss to the, of course, the employee.
Definitely agreeing with your point, but if you see today's scenario, because I am from FMCG sector and also from the wellness sector, everybody talks one thing that is called as primary. Nobody is talking about secondary nowadays.
I got your point, Bhupinderji, I got your point. But you see, I am telling you, see, all 5 leaderships are working in the industry. Transactional leader mein kya kami hai, that I am telling you to. Both will go on. I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. I respect your viewpoint. But this is what happening. In transaction is over, but people are suffering, employee is suffering. He may leave the organization. When he is leaving the organization, it is a loss to the organization. I hope I replied to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
One thing I want to.
We'll take up, Ranjanji will take up in question answer session if you can allow me, because it will be, I may not get the time. We'll take up in question answer.
Please, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Another thing is coming, the transformational leadership. For transformational leadership, we are coming to this coaching mindset, and the transformational leadership, what it does. He wants to transform the organization, and he help making a positive difference in the mind of the employee, in the organization totality. That is what is the great need of the hour. The transformational leader that builds sustainability into coaching engagement by follow-up with accountability. He fix accountability with everybody and taking the responsibility. So that what happens in the transformation is also take time. It is a journey. So one day transformation will not take place. So those leaders, they adopt coaching mode of, behavior with the employee. Those who think long term, those who don't want, the benefit in 1 transaction, 2 transactions, 3 transactions. So it is a matter those leaders how to do like to be led, and how do they lead the team, and they can think I can coach my people to produce or deliver more. So there the coaching mindset of the leadership is coming, and they are creating a bunch of profitable customer by establishing this coaching mindset or imbibing the coaching mindset with them. And when they are creating this sort of followers or the employee, those who are properly coached and guided, and those people are becoming the asset and bring revenue to the organization. And how do they do that? First, we discuss of the things, why coaching is needed, who will be coached, and then how will be the coach. See, generally what we, before going that how they will be coached, always you will find, one word we have coined in our topic, that is mindset. Can any one of you unmute and say, those people who are participating, they are participating. I want that Ranjan ji, Bhupinder ji, या ज्योति जी, ये लोग तो बोल रहे हैं, बाकी कुछ लोग बोलेंगे क्या? I'll be very happy if they can contribute something. What sort of mindset?
It is
how
a
many
state
type
of mindset.
Amya ji, yes, बोलिए.
Yes, sir. It is a state of mind. Whether I am having a positive mindset or negative, it's a state of mind.
Positive mind or negative mind. Thank you so much. Yes, anyone can. Yeah, let me. Okay, positive mind and negative mind, that will be definitely taking his opinion. But there are 2 type of mindset we generally found. That is, one is of his, growth mindset, and there is the fixed mindset. So what is growth mindset? That is, he wants to take, when he is coming, a growth mindset leader, when he is coming to the, employee or the coachee, he is coming with a positive things mapped in the mind. He is not a fixed mindset person is coming, maybe positive, maybe negative. That what Amiyaji Bojo bole hain. Either coming, no, I am going to terminate that person, or transfer that person, or reprimand the person, or giving some coaching to the person. Fix, वो fix करके आता है उधर से. लेकिन जो growth mindset, he is always positive. He thinks that no, this person is a well-educated person. We have recruited him. Why will not do that? But generally, you see, people come with all their hands and legs, but we have to make their presence with their mind and heart. I think I am rightly communicating with you. Every employee or every person in the organization come with his head and heart, and we have to develop his heart and mind. So when we will develop that, we will be emotionally attached with that person. And you see, when you are being emotionally attached with the person, that emotionally that person will be with you for all time to come. And your coaching area is coming over here as a leadership, coaching mindset leader is coming over here. And those who are already been trained in taking this coaching training, session, already coach those who are, can any of you define what coaching is? Or even among who is sitting in the audience? Anyone?
So I believe in a simple way. Coaching is kind of you are empowering the person to do better.
Very good, very good. Thank you. Anyone? Thank you so much, Ranjanji. Anyone? Let me. Coaching is partnering with the client in a thought-provoking and a very creative process that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. So you just mark, it is partnering with the client in a thought-provoking and creative process. See, each one is meaningful, that inspires them to maximize their personal and professional potential. So कोई एक लीडर जाके पहुंच जाता है, बोलता है मेरे को क्यों नहीं हुआ, उनका रेजिग्नेशन लेके चला जाता है. I was reading one article, the beautiful resignation, how the resignation can be beautiful. Well, that also I am not sharing over here, it will not be in the context, but particularly a person जो घर में fit, वो बाहर में hit. The person वो जो personal life जिसका अच्छा है, वो professionally ज़्यादा deliver करता है. So you know that each one of us has immense potential. Each individual is the storehouse of potential. But why we don't deliver? So I'll be for 30 seconds or 50 seconds, I'll take back to the story of Mahabharat. Can any one of you tell me that who was boosted up Hanumanji to cross the ocean? Jambavanji. He is the king of the bears. So what he did, ये एकदम बिल्कुल हनुमान जी का पीछे पड़ गया हो. अरे आप नहीं कर पाओगे तो कौन करेगा? You will only do this. क्यों? पिताजी आपका पवन है, you are पवन पुत्र, you are God पवन is your God, wind is your father, and your mother is Anjana. Yes, you can achieve this. A coaching mindset leader, leader exactly do that. He ignited the passion, he informed the coachee, he influenced the coachee, he inspires him. Yes, you can do this. I am with you. You can do this. You are having all the potentials with you. That's the great part. That is the great growth mindset of the coaching, coaching mindset, of the coaching leadership mindset. So particularly, why I am connecting this, and Hanuman could in a leap, he come across to the Lanka. So this right questioning at the right time, in the right way, that discovers the immense potential of your coachee or your client. So far we discussed the mindset. So far, who needs coaching and whom to be coached and how to be coached. So coaching, I tell you, it is partnering with a person, asking thought-provoking question. Which question? Thought-provoking question. So what should be the coaching set of questions that we'll be discussing. So the first question, when this coaching mindset, the leader is meeting to the coachee, what question you should ask? So first question is like this: what else can I be doing to help you grow in your career? You see, when a top leader is coming down to level and asking his career path, Aapko, I can, which help you need from me so that you can grow in your career. That means the leadership is extending his hand to help him to go ahead in the career. See, each employee is joining the organization with a mission, with a vision. To be retired as the CEO, to retire as the general manager, the product manager, group product manager, like that. But why he lives? He lives because of the managers. So when the leadership is making a golden handshake with him to further increase in this career path, it's a win-win situation to both of them and productivity goes up. The second question is like that: how would you say that you are doing at working together as a team? Because this is imbibing, taking togetherness, bringing togetherness, oneness. That Kiranji was telling, I am so and so from Kerala, I am so and so from Andhra, I am so and so from Orissa. No, we are a team India spirit. So that the this coaching mindset leader imbibe this, exconjugate this, inject this in the mind of the coachee, that yes, togetherness. What you say we are doing? How would you say that we are doing at a working together in a team? The third question is, what is the biggest challenge you are currently facing? You see, my dear friends, when the leadership will ask that what is the biggest challenge, that means you want to shoulder the responsibility of that coachee or the client or that employee. And by that time, things productivity goes up. Someone is with me. Don't worry, मैं हूं ना, मैं आपका साथ हूं, आपका दुख में हूं, सुख में भी हूं. The fourth question is like that: how is your workload right now? देखो, ये लीडरशिप को पता होना चाहिए, वर्कलोड तो कुछ ज्यादा नहीं हो रहा है. वर्किंग आवर बाहर जाके वो काम नहीं कर रहे, पर्सनल लाइफ इज नॉट बीइंग डिस्टर्ब. अगर हो रहा है, that he has to streamline, थोड़ा उसका workload हटा दो, he should be comfortable, that he be tuned with the organization, then the workload will increase the workload and get the productivity. The fifth question is like this: how has your work-life balance been lately? See, this work-life balance, this hazardous thing, those who are not balancing, a lot of suicide taking place. And not only in IT industry, many industry, people are not coping up work pressure and the life. The sixth question is very important question, that the coaching mindset, that you can interact with the people. What new skill would you like to be learning? Particularly, first question, he showed him the career path, that do you want to grow up in your career? Yes, to grow up in the career, when it's agreeable, both of you are agreeable. No, you want to march ahead in the career path. You showed him the avenue of the growth. Then here the new skill. You created a will. Now you are giving him the skill. The employee will not leave you. Touch out, the employee will not leave you. He will be with you as long as you are there, even after you. Because your coaching mindset is so pinpointed. You are igniting his mind. That what learning you need. First you create will. Second, you are giving a zeal to learn. So when that new skill set is learning from you, you are becoming his guru. You are becoming his master. You are not only his employee or a leader. The sixth question is like that: what is something I should stop doing? See, how many leaders of you can tell me honestly, keep your hat on chest, and tell me this thing, that you will be asking your employee that what is the things I am going to learn from you? Anyone? Anyone? Rohitji, 5 minutes, I'm winding up. Yeah, anyone can tell? Yes, nobody can telling that. Yes, that I should, yes, what something I should stop doing. मैं कौन सा काम मैं नहीं करूंगा. Yes, if the employee is identifying that, then it is fine. It is a well-known situation. Probably you are doing something that is not palatable to your coachee or employee. What is our team not doing that we should be doing? As a team, which you are not doing is a competitive activity. You are seeing other people are doing that we are not doing. You are, open-minded as a leadership, as a coach-minded leadership. You are coming to know from your employee that this you are not doing. So you are incorporating that growth, potential thought from your employee and imbibing in your company's culture. So what are the three things? Ninth question is that, what are the three things that you are proud of accomplishing in the last month? Dear coach and the audience who are over here, see a small achievement of any employee of your son, daughter, employee, that has to be celebrated in a big way. That will give boost up the mindset of your employee or coach. The smallest achievement has to be celebrated. So that, as a leader, you should ask him, what are the three accomplishments of the last month, and just strengthen that strength. And the 10th question, last but not least, how is everything going outside of your work? तो काम का बाहर में कैसे चल रहा है? How is the politics going on? How is your family is going on? And other things are going on. So these are the 10 questions, a coaching mindset leader can ask to his employee. So I think I put some insights to the best of my knowledge, and time is already allocated. Time is over. If any question is there, let me cite in the question box. Now with this, I want to give a pause. If any question is there, I am ready to answer for it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Suresh sir. We have got a great insight from you. So if I sum up Suresh's session, then I'll say if we have to, as a coach, or if we want to invent a coaching mindset in our leadership, then we have to invent, ignite, and inspire. We need to find out the personal problem of our employees or our teammates. We need to become a team player. We want to know what problem and challenges they are facing. We need to appreciate time to time to them and enhance the productivity of our team. So with this positive note, I am handing over the session to Lohit sir. Over to you, Lohit sir. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Pooja, for handling this session very greatly and so interactive session. I was hearing, so many of you have shared your thoughts, your insights on about the leadership concept. And thank you so much. Can we give a round of applause to our speakers? Hey, can we give a round of applause to Pooja for hosting this show very nicely? Thank you so much. Okay. Last not the least, thank you so much, and I'm expressing my heartfelt gratitude to all lovely participants. Thank you so much for being here from past 1.5 hours, and I'll not take much time. And just now, I'm here to talk about a couple of upcoming programs. I'm sure you have learned a lot. I'm sure please put in the chat box what are the major key takeaways that you wanna take from now after listening to our speakers, right? So most of you know this concept about leadership, and you've been acted as, or we have played many times as a leader in whatever way you can. And please let us know the few things that you have learned something new today, and that you're gonna apply in your day-to-day life. Right, so please put in the chat box. And I have special gift for everyone, as I mentioned in the beginning. So I'm sharing a blog link in the chat box. So we have a couple of blogs written on our website, and one topic is related to leadership. So where our Kaushik Mohapatra, the founder and the chief mentor of Indian Leadership Academy, have written a blog on leadership. So please spare some time, read this blog, and if any one of you have something to add on and want to share your blog with us, which can be published on our website, please let us know. So I'm sharing a couple of details with how you can connect with me or with our team, and you can always email to us at info@Indian Leadership Academy or support@Indian Leadership Academy. Okay, with that, most of you have might have know what ILA is providing to public in terms of training and certification program. So for the people who is very new to this platform, so I'm here to announce a couple of our upcoming program, and please bear with me for another 5 to 10 minutes, and towards the end of my slide I'll share how to contact us, okay, and our website, so that you can always go back and check our upcoming events. And so the very first program that we are coming up with is soft skill program for the aspiring trainers. So if anyone want to know and learn the top soft skills of 2022, the emerging soft skills in the industry, so here's the chance where you can enroll yourself for a soft skill training certification program. And it's 7 days instructor-led program starting from 24th Jan to 30th Jan, where we have our international speakers, trainers, and seasoned corporate trainers, where they'll train you on a couple of areas, and also you'll get 3 certificates. To know more information, I'll share the link where you can go through about our content, about our brochure. So feel free to connect with us to know more about the price list. So this one certification program that we provide. Apart from that, we have a 6-weekend program where we train people on advanced training skills, the global techniques, and also it's a coaching certification program that we provide for 3 weekends. So it's a integrated program of international training for 6 weekends, which is starting from this weekend, 15th Jan. Or if you just want to know, apply yourself, or you want to learn or upskill in terms of training, so you can also opt 3 weekend of training program where you'll get international training certifications accredited by international accreditation training bodies. Or you also can opt only coaching. No, I am good at training, so I just want to know more about coaching, like how our speaker spoke today, and in a coaching mindset. What is our coaching mindset? How you can practice coaching conversations in your organization, or for a personal growth or for a professional growth, right? And you can opt only 3 weekends of coaching certification program. It is accredited with the International Coach Federation, that is called ICF. It's the first level of coaching certification that you'll be getting, and it will be the program will start from 5th February to 20th February, 3 weekends program. For the course and the price and the content, I'll share our customer success team number and the website so that you can go through it. And yes, we are coming up with one more program, that is life coaching with NLP and mindfulness certification program. And starting from 15th Jan to 30th Jan, it's a weekend program. So you can also, if you are interested to learn more about NLP and mindfulness with life coaching, that you want to practice life coaching, so here's the chance. So that where's someone? Okay, great. So far so good. And tomorrow we have very interesting session coming up. As a gift, I want to invite you all to register yourself and learn something great. If you are aspiring entrepreneur, you want to know if you want to start your business, new ventures, so here's a chance. We have invited some expert seasoned entrepreneur and business coach to take this session on very interesting topic. So please register yourself and see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. And I know it's a you guys might have celebrating. It's very celebration for the Southeast and for the North Indian people, Lohri and Sankranti, Pongal. So I'm sure, so please spare some time, just 2 hours, for your self-learning, self-development, and register yourself. And you can also invite your friends and family for this wonderful program. And see you tomorrow. But before you leave, as I mentioned, so here is the chance. I'm sharing our customer success details so that you can connect with us to know more information about our upcoming program. And last not the least, it's my pleasure to invite to everyone to join our community of trainers and coaches so that you can learn something from our trainers and coaches, and also you have opportunity to share your wisdom with everyone. So please join our community of trainers. We have LinkedIn groups and Facebook and also Telegram. So no worries, you can always share your wisdom. You can connect with many trainers and coaches in the industry. So with that, it's time to say good night to everyone, not to bye, because tomorrow definitely we're gonna meet, and I'm sure everyone to be there and see you there. Till then, please take care of yourself and have a mindful dinner. Thank you so much once again for joining us today. Till then, ta-da, bye-bye. Bye everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.